How long you been doing YouTube for?
So I started YouTube in 2008, 2009.
Oh.
But I wasn't really doing YouTube though. So I just liked, it was fascinating to me that people could post stuff and I could watch it. So I started watching people's post stuff. And then one time I searched up Marshawn Lynch had this crazy play against the Saints where he stiff-armed the guy, and the commentator had this iconic line where he was like, "Get off of me," and then he broke a couple tackles, and I'm like, damn, I can't find this clip because I just saw it on TV. I wanted to watch the replay.
Yeah.
And I realized that nobody had posted it, so I posted it. So then I just went back, recorded my TV, and posted it, and it got 60,000 views. I was like, oh my God, people are watching this shit.
Yeah.
So then I became like an NFL clip channel.
Really?
Yeah, I would just find my favorite moments, and then like if it wasn't on YouTube, I would be the person to put it there. And then NFL got hip to it pretty quick. They started copyrighting my shit.
Yeah. Who the fuck is stealing our content?
Yeah, and that's pretty modern from them. Like 2008, 2009, they shouldn't even been thinking of it, you know?
Yeah.
But they were, and so eventually, like, I got bored of doing that. But now, like, I like the process of posting stuff.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't like my stuff, it was fun. So then I got back into it. I used to play a bunch of video games. I still play a bunch of video games.
Yeah.
Early days, I'd watch my favorite content creators, tutorials, stuff like that.
Yep.
And then there was one guy named Black Widow 88. He used to make SOCOM videos. I don't know if you remember SOCOM.
I remember SOCOM, yeah,
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
I'm glad you do, because most people forgot.
SOCOM, it's almost like the old school version of, not Escape from Tarkov, but it had that Navy SEAL. SOCOM was like,
tactical. That's largely dead.
Third-person shooter, right? That wasn't first person.
No,
or could you
third
switch?
person.
Yeah, third person behind your head. Yeah, I remember that game.
I loved it, bro. That was my favorite game growing up. And so there was a guy that made videos, and it was just, he would largely kind of make fun of the game, glitch videos, and like clown how bad and buggy the game was, because it was pretty buggy.
Yeah.
And I was hysterical. So he became the first YouTuber I began watching. And then you do enough of that, eventually it's going to click like, bro, I could post that.
Yeah.
I could do this.
Yeah.
So I began recording some of my important matches. I was pretty high ranked in the game and stuff like that. And none of it really ever got views, but then that was my first attempt at like posting my own content. And so as I played other games growing up, Call of Duty, like I experimented with a bunch of stuff for years until like 2014. Then I landed on NBA 2K.
Gotcha.
And then I kind of found a home. Like I was studying in university I was studying sport management. My goal was to be the GM of the Raptors. And at the same time, I'm playing my GM in NBA 2K.
Yeah.
Everything was lining up. So I'm having a marvelous time, making these trades and stuff like that. And I had the whole collective bargaining agreement memorized.
Yeah.
Like my resume is looking stacked. I don't give a fuck what comes first, YouTube or I graduate. I'm gonna figure this out.
Yeah.
And luckily for me, after my third year of university, things started to take off for real. And I began to become known as like the best shooter in the game, like one of the best shooters. So I used to break down like, it was like timing on 2K is tough, like especially if you're a casual. Like it's annoying to figure out what jump shot, like different mechanics. You have to basically spam play the game to learn the stuff.
Yeah.
So I had a couple peak games, like 79-point game, 95-point game, 105-point game. And then back when nobody was doing that, and there was a couple videos that just like made people stop and go, what the fuck? And so I kind of built my brand off of that. And then I went from that more kind of competitive style to just casual. So I played with my friends, just have fun, made gaming videos for a few more years. And then in 2019, we pivoted to do a lot more like lifestyle stuff. We started A&P as a group channel with some of my friends. I started a podcast that ended. I started a commentary channel that also ended.
Damn. Okay. Well, it's kind of crazy to hear that. Like, that's how you got into YouTube, by you're at home watching, and I think it was called a Beast Quake, when he was sitting there running, he grabbed and threw homeboy there, and he turned around and grabbed his balls. You saw that and you posted it. I feel like you're the first person I've talked to that got into. Usually it's like, oh man, I started playing, I think I showed Speed, he was just playing NBA 2K, right? Then you see another person, they're just playing this game, Cash Nasty, NBA 2K, Asmongold, World of Warcraft, right? It's like they started playing game, but you went a totally different route. You saw, man, how that was dope. It ain't on here. I'm gonna fucking put it on there.
Yeah.
And he kept doing it. So I've never heard somebody get into the YouTube game. Granted, you went back, not back, but you started streaming the games. But I've never heard anybody do that, because that's almost like, that's genius.